we scooch closer. Feels like we turn our shares. I'm following your lead.
Make sure you're comfortable.
Nah, I'm very comfortable always, but I'm crazy, so crazy people are always comfortable.
What's up, YouTube? This is PopTech. I'm here with Orlando Jones, and we are at BurrCon.
Yes, we are.
And I'm going to do an interview with you real quick, if you don't mind.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. You may know Orlando Jones from Mr. Lee and Drumline, Mr. Nancy and American Gods, and various characters in Black Dynamite. And also, you started in Mad TV.
No, I started in a different world.
Different world. Okay, you started in a different world. Yeah, so this is going to be, lots of you done.
Okay, I apologize for all the of you about to get.
It's okay though. So the first question is, do you prefer doing on camera or voice acting more?
Very different things in some ways. Voice acting is always fun, just because you don't have to spend 3 hours turning yourself into the character. So I enjoy sometimes not having to go through the whole process, and obviously on camera, depending on what the role is, it might be an hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours to get ready for that role. So, 6 in one hand, half dozen,
Yeah. All right, so you did a talk show back in the early 2000s. I actually had to look it up to see a couple episodes, because you can't find it anywhere else.
No, that would be a tough find. The internet was not on fire quite like it is now.
Yeah. But would you want to do a new show with today's environment?
I've been asked a bunch of times. I don't think I have the time to fit a talk show back into my schedule. Talk shows are a lot of work. I don't think people realize that you spend a lot of time creating content for a talk show. So I don't know if I would do one again right now, but it was fun enough. I got to find Kanye and Maroon 5 and launch artists like that nobody had ever heard of before.
All right. As a comedian, you ever written jokes and so on that? Do you feel like anything went too far? Any jokes you did that went a little too far? But
do I think so?
Yeah. Did you feel like?
Look, I'll put it to you like this. I don't give offense. That's not the way it works. You take offense, right? You don't include me in the decision-making process. I threw bitch in the air. You claimed it as your own. I wasn't talking to you, bitch. I was just talking, right? Yeah. So
it's only the person who takes it.
I can't claim any responsibility for what somebody else decided was a problem for them. So for me, I don't know how I could do that, right? I don't know how I could take responsibility for something you're offended by. So in my world, I don't, nothing I've ever said has gone too far.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? But somebody else would, I'm sure, would disagree with that.
I mean, everybody got to be like you said.
Exactly, but you took it, I didn't.
Okay, I'm gonna do a breakaway clip of this, but I want to ask you about this award show.
Okay.
Which I already showed you the clip of.
The Hoodie Awards, yes.
The Hoodie Awards. So we're gonna do the clip now.
Sure.
Yeah, right there.
I'm telling you, after seeing him in that leather in Biker Boys, I see a whole new Orlando, right?
Don't play with me, for real. All right, I don't really care much about this audience being here.
Hey, me neither.
You understand what I'm trying to tell you?
I understand.
Don't let me catch you naked on payday. I don't know what that means, but I think you understand what I'm trying to tell you. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Go on
I
and
may
finish
have
what
to
you
call
got.
his bluff. Stop playing.
Ain't no bluffing over here. I'm a country black man from South Carolina. You understand me? Country, crunchy.
That means you eat the gristle and all of that?
Oh. You know what I'm saying?
My family's from Augusta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying. Now.
We need to get off this stage. I got work to do. I've been looking forward to buttering your muffins all night long.
Well, all right.
Lord.
And my muffins are quite fluffy.
I'll if you hear me.
Oh, here we go.
What the hell going on over there?
All right, so explain what happened.
We were doing the Hoodie Awards, and Leslie and I were on stage together, and we just started flirting and laughing, and
So it's unscripted completely.
No, yes, there's no. Wait, it's the Hoodie. Did you hear me say it was the Hoodie Awards? It's the Hoodie Awards. Okay, there's no script to the Hoodie Awards. Steve Harvey brings you on stage, and you're usually honoring a local business in the black community that has been successful and what have you, and I wanted to support that. And everybody knew Les, and Big Les is an incredible dancer, and beautiful human. And she was wearing this like canary yellow dress, gorgeous. And I had just finished doing Biker Boys, and when we were backstage, she was like, "You look different in Biker Boys," and I was like, "Oh, really?" And she was like, "Yeah, you look sexy in Biker Boys."
So she started.
She didn't start it. She was just saying she liked the movie and that that she hadn't seen me in that type of role before, and so she was saying that and I'd heard that from a number of people that, "Oh man, we haven't seen you in that type of role before." And, move at a Black Biker Club. So she was having that conversation. So when I came on stage and she's wearing this yellow dress, I was like, okay, I mean, if that's the energy you want to go with, let's go with that energy.
So the lick came out of nowhere.
I just started I started talking, and then she started talking, and that's the clip. I mean, that was it. I mean, there's no script. We just started talking.
Anything happened afterwards, though?
No, why? No, come on. And even a gentleman would never kiss and tell.
I hope you won't. I hope you won't.
No, absolutely not. Here's what I will tell you. She's an extraordinarily talented dancer. She's an extraordinarily talented storyteller. We're still good friends to this day. We actually went dancing together last time I was in LA. Like that's my girl right there. So nah, man, Big Les is amazing.
All right, good. What are some of your favorite voice lines that you've done either in acting or voiceover work?
So when my daughter was being born, the entire hospital of nurses took the liberty to walk up to me and explain how important lubricant was. So because of that, I think there's always time for lubricant has to be the winner, because you ain't lived until you had 50 nurses walk up to you and go like, you are right. Lubricant is something people definitely should, because a lot of people are like, I don't need it, and then we tell them you should definitely, like Orlando Jones said, there's always time for lubricant. We quote you every day because lubricant is important. And I was like, I should have been the spokesman for KY, because didn't nobody tell me that nurses was out there selling lubricant on my name. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that was going on. So I think that has to be the winner, just because, at the time I was in the hospital because my daughters were being born, and I didn't expect that lubricant was going to be so important in the process, but apparently it was.
You also was supposed to be for 7-Up as well.
Yep, did that campaign.
How was that?
It was fun. I had an advertising agency when I was 18 years old. That was one of the campaigns I did. I did the McJordan special campaign for McDonald's and Michael Jordan. So I'd written a bunch of campaigns. I've been fortunate and been very successful with it. For that one, it was just about point of sale data. They were trying to reach young people, and their previous campaigns were 7-Up, Drink It Up, Are You an Un? Young people were like, what the hell is that? What's an Un? And I just felt like make 7-Up yours. Look, every kid is looking for a way to say screw you, right? You're rebelling against your parents. You're looking, right? So Up Yours was a way to do that.
Yes.
And I just, playing this character who was the CEO of 7-Up's son, and he had a marketing budget, but stuff was always going wrong.
Yeah.
I thought that would be a fun character. I wanted to do a character-driven ad campaign. I didn't want to do one where it was based on me being Orlando Jones. It was based on me playing a character. They weren't really doing that at that time. That's what I wanted to do. I talked them into it, and I kind of got to usher character-driven campaigns into the mainstream. So for me, it was a lot of fun creatively. It ran for a year, and we won a bunch of awards, and that was that. So,
You have any advice for people who want to get into the industry as well?
do we want to get in the entertainment industry?
Entertainment or any kind of any areas you've been into, like?
I mean, I don't know. I think it's a very different era than when I came into the business. I mean, now you have TikTok or a fan base, so I don't know, or Pantheon or OnlyFans, so I don't know. I don't know why.
I mean, people are getting started from all those things. So.
Well, I mean, to be fair, look, there have only been two forms of communication in human history. One-to-one, what we're doing, and then one-to-many, what you do on YouTube, right? And what music is, and what art is by definition on stage, though one story being communicated to many, right?
Yeah.
In 2006, a new form of communication emerged called many-to-many. That's what Twitter is, that's what the news feed is on Facebook, right? That's a new form of communication. Invented in 2006, that make it 16 years old. It's not quite in college yet. And it's been transformative in terms of how disruptive it's been. Now we have TikTok, this visual medium storyteller can go there, tell their stories. If you reach 10 or 15,000 fans and you can get those fans to pay you $9.99 or $10.99 on OnlyFans or Pantheon and some, or Fanbase or some platform, you're in a $500 million a year business. What does Hollywood have for you exactly?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, you know,
being your own business, you can control your own money pretty much. With Hollywood, you have to have agents and.
Well, let's break it down. Okay, all right. The alternative minimum tax is 28%. If you live in Los Angeles, you pay a 10% Tennessee city tax. So there's no way for you getting out less than 38%, 40% taxes, no matter what you do. And you live in California, taxes are high. You're gonna be closer to 50. You got 10% to your agent, you got 10% to your manager, you got 5% to your lawyer, you got 5% to your business manager. You make 20 cents on the dollar. On a good week, you make 30 cents on the dollar. You can't afford the taxes on the money you just made when you got your first break. If they don't pick up back episodes, you're done for. That is the financial arrangement if you choose to live in California and have all those people as part of your team. As opposed to what we just described, where you're going to pay a 30% tax on iTunes. It's either 99 or it's $1.29, right? Either you passing the 30% on to the consumer to pay it or you're not. But either way, you ain't paying it. And that money go in your pocket. All right? Okay, so 70 cents on the dollar is way better than 30 cents on the dollar. Okay? You don't have so many middlemen in your pocket. Now, that's not to suggest that you shouldn't, if you wish to work in the medium of entertainment as it relates to Hollywood, sure, go do that. But in terms of being able to tell your story and reach your audience and do your thing, what I don't understand what you're waiting on. You can do that. Ain't that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Right. So they can be like you. Have a show. You don't have to go through the madness I went through on the show and have a committee telling me what I had to fight for Kanye to get an opportunity to be on the show. Nobody wanted Kanye. Nobody had ever heard of him. I thought he was going to be dope. I thought he was going to blow. But I thought the same thing about Maroon 5, and they didn't agree with me. Those are big fights to get those guys to get those breaks, right? Just because as an artist, if I was going to do a show, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Turn people on to new and fresh things. Those are fights every day. You don't have to fight with nobody. You decide whomever you want to put on, whatever you want to put on, right? YouTube takes their 45 to 40%. The rest of the money goes to you. You control the content. You know what you're doing. You can bring in your advertiser components. It's home free. It's a different realm. In that realm, in this world, I ask people on a regular basis, what does Hollywood bring to you that NFTs don't already give you? So I recommend telling your story, and maybe Hollywood will come along, maybe they won't, but since when does Hollywood decide what is and isn't of value? I thought fans decided that.